I'm gonna keep it stacked with y'all. I tried to record this video several times. Yes, it's that deep for me. I want to make sure I get it right. I'm the type of person that I create content. I'm not a YouTuber. I just don't sit around, wait for somebody to post a trendy video, then I'd be like, oh, let me do this. No, I sit down and I think of new ideas. I created this series called the Rag Chat series. The Rag Chat series, if you are new to the channel, first and foremost, I am Will and you are watching Will TV. And as you can see, there's something for everybody on Will TV. I created the Rag Chat series to talk about topics that are sensitive within my community, about race, politics, social injustice, all types of things. So far, I've done one on mental health in college, and then homophobia and transphobia, toxic parenting. This series, I really take my time and create the content, just like my other videos, but this content, I sit down for days, maybe weeks and months, and I just dwell on the topic and say, what can I put in this video? What do I need to talk about in this video? This is the perfect time to do this video because of what's going on in the world right now. I'm disgusted. I'm sad. I'm hurt. I know you can hear it in my voice. So this video isn't gonna be a regular Trust the Will TV video. It's just gonna be me talking straight from the heart with little to no commentary, just because of the simple fact of the matter is I just can't fathom how the police has been treating us for so many years. Before Trayvon Martin, with Rodney King. But I want to start off this video by reading some of the names from black women and black men who have been recklessly murdered by armed police officers while they were unarmed. Alton Sterling, George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tamir Rice, Oscar Grant, Eric Gardner, Philando Castile, and Sandra Bland. Those are some, not half, not a quarter, probably 1-2% of the men and women who have been killed, murdered in cold blood by police officers. Police officers should not be killing us, but here they are killing us, paying them to kill us when they're supposed to protect and serve us. Take y'all back to 2012, the killing of Trayvon Martin. I thought it was a big deal, but I didn't realize how big of a big deal it was. At the time, I thought a police officer killed a black man. Like, what happened? What did Trayvon Martin do for that to happen? Then I researched and found out that he did nothing wrong. He was walking from the store wearing a hoodie, some Skittles, and an Arizona tea. It hurt because that could have been me. That could have been my friends. That could have been my brothers. Somebody in my family. So when he died, I took it like I knew him, because of the simple fact of the matter is he was around my age. I like to wear hoodies. I like to eat Skittles. I like to drink Arizona tea. So you telling me you would have killed me too? George Zimmerman killed an unarmed black young man. He was around my age. That's what touched me. So I'm like, maybe it won't happen again. Maybe that would be the last time something would happen. Maybe this was just an accident. Maybe he didn't mean to do it. Then I come across Sandra Bland, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, and I'm just like, and it was others that happened, but those stood out to me. Sandra's case stood out to me a lot because it killed her over a traffic ticket. A traffic ticket. Not because she was doing a high-speed chase, not because she killed somebody, not because she just robbed a bank or something, but a traffic ticket. And then, to make matters worse, they killed her and then they told us that she hung herself in her cell. And to make matters worse, this is where it gets even more disgusting. They took her mugshot after they killed her. When I saw the mugshot, I cried. Disgusted. How? Why? I'm trying not to get emotional, but things like this touches me because it could be me. Most of these people look like me. Most of these people had my skin color, dark skinned, black men So it could have been me. I could walk outside and it could be me. I want to read y'all something. It's from NWA's song, Fuck the Police. Shout out to Ice Cube because I have his shirt on. But anyways, so this is Ice Cube's verse. We're going to dissect it. Before I read this, I just want to say they dropped this song in 1988 and it's 2020. Remember that. Just remember that. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad because I'm brown. That speaks volumes to this day. It did then, but now it's still relevant. And it shouldn't be like that. Police should not still be out to get us. They shouldn't have been out to get us in the first place. We pay them to protect and serve us, but here they are taking our lives away from us when we've done nothing wrong. But if we have done something wrong, it was petty crimes. But here, the whites, they can go rob, kill, steal, you know, and get away with it because they're white. But here we are, black, brown people, they kill us. That's the first thing. I'm not done dissecting lyrics, by the way, and not the other color, white people. So police think they have the authority to kill a minority. They feel like, you know, since we black, they can kill us all. Ice Cube wrote this in 1988. It's 2020, and police still feel that way. For whatever reason, George Floyd was killed in cold blood by 4 police officers. We only saw 2 in the initial video, but another video got released where 2 other police officers were behind the car, holding this man down so that he couldn't move. Not one told that police officer to get up. 0. While George Floyd was laying on the ground, he told that officer that he could not, he told the officers, because it was more than one, more than 2, he told them that he could not breathe several times. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, several times that he could not breathe. The people recording and watching, they said he could not breathe for 9 minutes. For 9 minutes. Do you know how long the average person can hold their breath? 1 minute and 45 seconds. Then when George was unable to say, I can't breathe, he still had his knee on his neck. Oh, mind you, he was complying the whole time. The whole time. And you can see in all the camera footage from the stores nearby, the microphones and the cameras that the officers have on their uniform, for some reason, the audio is muted. For some reason, their video was edited. However, like I said before, the stores nearby, their cameras were still working. So in all the videos, you could see George Floyd complying with the police officers. I just want to point out, before I finish telling this story, the officer that was just standing right there, his name like Tal or something, he was like Asian. You're not white. They don't care about you. If you were not a police officer, they would not care about you. They would have did you the same way they did us. But they do us worse. And here you are doing nothing. You know that we are a minority. And you stood there and you let them white people kill this man. You listen to them people say that that man could not breathe. You listen to George himself tell everybody that he could not breathe. And you did nothing. You know what it feels like to not have your voice be heard. And here you are, standing there for the white people, for massa. George died and the officer still had his knee on his neck. Then they get the autopsy and they say that, oh, the officer didn't do nothing. The officer did not kill that man. He had pre-existing medical issues. This is what you mean to tell me. If the officer did not have his knee on his neck for 9 minutes, he would have died anyway that day? I don't think that's right. That officer knew what he was doing. He killed that man in cold blood. And I also say that because he's a Donald Trump supporter. That's crazy, right? He did not get charged because he committed murder. He got charged because we, black people, said something. They only gonna do something when we say something for whatever reason. I don't know. But we can go out and kill somebody. Oh, you're going to jail. But here George Floyd is on his stomach for 9 minutes. But probably more than that, because from the start of the video, the officer's knee was already on his neck. The officer gets charged with manslaughter and third-degree murder. Not first, not second, but third. Third means I didn't mean to kill him, but it just happened. You knew what you were doing. What people don't know, police officers know more than how to kill unarmed black men and women. They know how to give people CPR, and they know how to help women give birth. So they know how breathing works. The officer had his knee on that man's neck for a good 9 minutes. And like I said, probably longer than that, because from the start of the video, his knee was already on his neck. So you mean to tell me that he only got charged with third-degree murder, which means that it wasn't premeditated? It was definitely premeditated. So I suggest that the degree gets raised to the first degree, and that the police officer gets the death penalty, because he took somebody's life, so somebody should take his life. Plus you saying make America great again, so how about we make America great and take you out this world? I don't think that all police officers are bad, but one bad apple spoils a bunch. And 99.9% of the police officers I've seen are bad. They feel like once they get that badge, that gun, they're indestructible. They can do anything. As you can see, it's been proven that all of these police officers, they've gotten off. But like I said before, let one of us go out here and kill somebody, what you think gonna happen? They're gonna lock us up, give us life, give us a death penalty. But here these police officers, they go kill unarmed people and get away with it. It's sad because a lot of these police officers are in the KKK already, or interested in being in the KKK. And I feel like if you are, or you're interested in being in the KKK, you should not be eligible to be a police officer, because you already have a hatred towards black people. You feel like you can just, become one and just kill all the black people. No, that's not how it should work. Your job is to protect and serve. But here you are, taking our lives. Then you have the Cheeto in the White House threatening his own citizens. If y'all keep protesting and wilding out and doing all this crazy stuff, I'ma send the National Guard on your own people. We didn't start the looting. We did not start none of that. An undercover cop started it. It was confirmed by his wife, his own wife. And before that, he was telling the other people, oh, it's okay to protest. Protest, do what you do. But when we do it, we're called thugs. They brought weapons to the Capitol. AK-47s, rifles, shotguns to the Capitol. But we go downtown in our cities unarmed. They shoot us with rubber bullets. They mace us. They tase us. They throw tear gas at us, and we're unarmed. Protesting against this. Protesting against police brutality. And the white people, were protesting. They want a haircut. They want to go to the salon. They want to go out to eat. But here we are protesting against police brutality, and they want to do all that to us. I feel like protesting and looting is the best way to go. Honestly, truly, sat around since Trayvon Martin died and just let the police treat us any kind of way. I mean, we've said stuff, we've had meetings, protests, all types of things, but now we're fed up. It's time for the police, the government, to give us what we deserve. How did we get the rights that we have now? By protesting. If we never protested, we would still be segregated. We would not have equal rights. We still don't have equal pay. We still don't have equal opportunities, but it's way better than what it was in the 1960s. Less than 100 years ago. Did y'all hear what I said? Less than 100 years ago. Very recent, to be exact. The Civil Rights Act was created so that we could have equal rights regardless of skin color, race, gender. And here we are, still getting treated unfairly. But like I said before, it's way better than what it was then, but now it's still bad. The police still treat us like we're animals. We are human just like you. I agree with Luton though. Yes, take everything that you are owed. Take everything that you can. We built this country. Our ancestors were brought here forcefully and worked on plantations for free. Nothing was given to us. And then when we didn't do what Master said, they lynched us. They beat us. Take everything that you want. Burn down whatever you want. However, don't touch black businesses. Why would you do that? Why would you hurt your own? Go to these corporation buildings. Go to businesses that aren't owned by black people and loot there. But don't touch black businesses. The reason why I say take everything you want is because we haven't received reparations yet. But the Jewish did. The indigenous people did. It's been 150 some years since slavery ended. We haven't received a dime, a penny. But here the government is giving out stimulus checks. And I'm appreciative of mine, but they need to give us what we deserve, reparations. Second to last thing I want to talk about is this selective outrage. The whites want to take everything from our culture, but don't want to support us. Shout out to the ones that been marching, protesting with us, but for the other ones that don't want to do nothing but take and take and take and take from us, I'm disgusted, y'all. As much as I am with the police and the government. We would create music and then y'all would take the music that we just created and recreate it, and it would be put on the radio. Elvis not the king of rock and roll. Even with things like braids, the whites want to take it from us. Do you know how braids even came about? Our ancestors braided hair, so our ancestors put designs in hair so that they could find their way to freedom. And here y'all are just putting in designs in y'all hair just because. I'm not talking to the black community, but to the whites. I don't get it. Like, y'all just take and take and take and take and take. And y'all gonna give. And not only that, did y'all know that they put rice in their hair? But that's a whole different conversation for a different day. Now I can be all day. I'm already long-winded about this topic because it's near and dear to my heart. Because, like I said, I'm black. I'm black. I've been black for 22 and a half years. The last thing is to the black community. We need to stay together as a community. We are stronger in numbers than we are apart. It's not as many black people as you think in the United States. We are still a minority. So we are stronger in numbers. This light skin, brown skin, dark skin debate, it needs to be put to an end. Y'all don't understand what I had to go through being dark skinned growing up. I got called the worst names in the book by people of my own race. It shouldn't be like that. It's not like it was then, but it's still bad now. We should not still be saying, oh, I want to be a light skin man. Oh, light skins are so fine. It shouldn't be like that. We should all be looking at each other like, you are so beautiful. Your skin, that melanin, is so beautiful, it's so rich. We are the most elite. I'm already long-winded on this topic, but I just want to say once again, in this light skin versus brown skin versus dark skin, or the light skin versus dark skin debate, it should be put to an end now. Not tomorrow, but now. Like I said before, I was long-winded with this video, but it's cool because it needed to be said. Everything that I say in this video, I meant from the bottom of my heart. I'm really hurt and disgusted and saddened by everything that's been going on. And I feel that we deserve more than what's given to us. We deserve justice. We deserve peace. We deserve love. But we haven't received any since the beginning of time. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, you comment, and when you subscribe, because I know for a fact you are going to subscribe, turn your post notifications on so you can get all, not some of the notification videos I'm trying to tell you. Become interested, and I will catch you on the next episode of Louisiana TV. I am gone.